Welcome back to Old Coins News PK, the place where history meets hidden treasure and where small pocket change can turn into life-changing dollars. Today we are diving deep into the world of the most valuable top American Monticello rare condition coins that are shaking the auction market and creating massive excitement among collectors across the United States and around the world. When we talk about Monticello coins, we are proudly talking about the legendary Jefferson nickel, first introduced in 1938 to honor the third president of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, whose historic home Monticello is beautifully featured on the reverse of the coin. This small 5-cent masterpiece is not just a coin but a symbol of American heritage, craftsmanship, and long-term investment power. And in today's action market, rare condition Monticello nickels are crossing millions of dollars and in some exceptional grades even touching jaw-dropping 5-figure prices that surprise even experienced collectors. So stay with me, because what you are about to hear may change the way you look at every nickel in your pocket forever. Let's get started. First up, the Monticello Jefferson nickel, 5 cents, 1978, without mint mark in circulated condition. A coin many people ignore every single day. Yet collectors across the country are searching for high-quality examples with strong details and rare characteristics. This episode is not just about a coin, it is about opportunity, history, hidden treasure, and the excitement that drives the rare coin market to new heights. So stay with us, because this rare script will open your eyes to why the 1978 Jefferson nickel without mint mark is creating buzz among collectors and why demand continues to grow stronger in auctions and private sales. To truly understand the value and demand of the 1978 Jefferson nickel, we first need to explore its history and background. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, designed by Felix Schlag, featuring the powerful portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the historic home Monticello on the reverse. By 1978, the coin had already become a staple of American commerce, struck primarily at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark during many years, including 1978. This absence of a mint mark does not mean ordinary when we talk about high-grade circulated examples with sharp strikes and strong details. During the late 1970s, millions of nickels were produced to meet economic demand, yet very few survived in exceptional circulated preservation with clear steps on Monticello and minimal wear, making standout examples increasingly desirable in today's competitive collector environment. The unique features of the 1978 Monticello Jefferson nickel without mint mark are what separate common coins from highly sought-after pieces. Collectors focus intensely on the clarity of Jefferson's hair details, the sharpness of the lettering, the strength of the Monticello steps, and the overall eye appeal. In circulated condition, many coins show heavy wear, weak strikes, or contact marks. But when a circulated 1978 example retains bold design elements, crisp edges, and visible step definition on Monticello, excitement builds quickly, especially if the coin displays attractive toning or original luster traces. Some pieces also show striking variations or minor die characteristics that make them stand out in the marketplace. These visual and structural details transform a simple 5-cent coin into a premium collectible that commands strong bidding competition. Rarity in the coin world is not always about low mintage numbers, sometimes it is about condition rarity, and this is where the 1978 nickel without mint mark becomes especially interesting. While millions were minted, very few have survived decades of circulation in superior preserved condition. Collectors searching for high-grade circulated examples often struggle to locate coins that meet strict standards. This supply shortage compared to growing demand pushes values upward as more collectors build complete Jefferson nickel sets. The competition for quality 1978 no mint mark coins intensifies, especially those nearing uncirculated appearance despite light circulation. This condition-based rarity fuels the narrative that even a common year can become highly valuable when the right characteristics are present. In today's action market, the excitement surrounding condition-sensitive modern coins has grown dramatically. Auction platforms and coin shows reveal increasing interest in premium Jefferson nickels. Strong circulated examples of the 1978 no mint mark nickel with excellent eye appeal have been known to attract impressive offers, and when professionally graded at higher levels, values can rise into $350,000. The market rewards coins that combine originality, preservation, and collector demand, and with the steady growth of numismatic investing, more buyers are entering the field searching for overlooked treasures. This positive momentum supports The idea that high-quality 1978 nickels are positioned strongly in the collectible coin landscape. Collector demand plays a powerful role in driving value. Jefferson nickel enthusiasts often aim to complete date and mint sets with the finest examples possible, and as grading standards become more precise, the spotlight shines brighter on coins that demonstrate above-average quality. Social media communities, online marketplaces, and coin forums frequently discuss condition rarities within the series, highlighting the importance of strong details and eye appeal. This ongoing conversation increases awareness and encourages collectors to re-examine their change jars and coin rolls, fueling even more demand for standout 1978 no-mint mark nickels. As awareness grows, so does competition. And competition is the engine behind rising prices. Another factor that strengthens the position of the 1978 Jefferson nickel is the historical continuity of the series. The Jefferson design has remained an iconic symbol of American coinage for decades, connecting generations of collectors. Coins from the 1970s now represent a nostalgic era for many enthusiasts, adding emotional value alongside financial potential. Nostalgia often influences collector behavior, and when emotional connection meets condition rarity, the result is powerful market interest. This blend of history, familiarity, and scarcity contributes to the strong reputation of well-preserved 1978 examples in circulated condition. For collectors looking to identify a valuable 1978 nickel without mint mark, careful examination is essential. Always inspect the steps of Monticello for definition, evaluate Jefferson's hair and cheek for remaining detail, check for clean rims and minimal deep scratches, and look for coins with balanced color and pleasing appearance. Storing coins properly in protective holders helps maintain condition and prevent further wear. Submitting exceptional pieces to professional grading services can authenticate and potentially enhance market value. Patience and persistence are key, as hidden gems often appear in bankrolls, estate collections, or old coin jars waiting to be rediscovered. The positive outlook for the 1978 Monticello Jefferson nickel without mint mark reflects a broader trend in modern coin collecting. More individuals are recognizing that valuable coins are not limited to ancient or century-old issues. Even coins from the late 20th century can achieve impressive market performance when quality aligns with demand. This shift in perception expands the collector base and increases liquidity in the marketplace, creating an environment where overlooked dates gain recognition and premium examples command serious attention. As knowledge spreads and collectors become more educated, the appreciation for condition rarity continues to grow stronger. Imagine the excitement of finding a 1978 nickel in your everyday change, taking a closer look and realizing it holds exceptional detail and eye appeal. That simple discovery could transform an ordinary moment into a rewarding experience. Stories like these inspire collectors to stay engaged and optimistic. The coin market thrives on discovery and opportunity, and the 1978 Jefferson nickel without mint mark stands as a reminder that hidden value can exist in the most familiar places. With careful observation and enthusiasm, anyone can participate in this exciting hobby and potentially uncover a valuable treasure. As we conclude this rare script, remember that the Monticello Jefferson nickel 5 cents 1978 without mint mark in circulated condition represents more than just a coin. It represents history, craftsmanship, collector passion, and financial possibility. Demand remains strong for high-quality examples, market interest continues to rise, and the opportunity to find one still exists in circulation. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep believing that your next discovery could be extraordinary. Next up, we are talking about the legendary 1964 Monticello Jefferson nickel, a coin that many people ignore but serious collectors recognize as a hidden treasure. This is history, this is opportunity, and this could be one of the most exciting discoveries in modern coin collecting. So stay with me till the end, because what you are about to hear might inspire you to check every nickel you own with new excitement and fresh eyes. The story of the 1964 Jefferson nickel begins with the iconic Thomas Jefferson, whose portrait has appeared on the 5-cent coin since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel and marking a new era in American coinage. The reverse design proudly features Monticello, Jefferson's historic home in Virginia, symbolizing knowledge, architecture, and American independence. By 1964, the United States was experiencing economic growth and coin production was at record levels. The Denver Mint struck an enormous number of nickels to meet circulation demand, yet within that massive production came special high-quality strikes with remarkable luster and in some rare cases stunning red color toning that today makes collectors stop in their tracks. The D mint mark beneath Monticello identifies it as a Denver issue, and for collectors that small letter carries big meaning because mint marks often define rarity and desirability in the numismatic world. What makes the 1964 D Jefferson nickel in red color condition so special is not just its age but its eye appeal and preservation. Nickel coins are made primarily of copper and nickel alloy, and unlike copper cents, they rarely show full red brilliance. So when a 1964 D nickel displays a vibrant reddish tone combined with strong luster and sharp details, it becomes something extraordinary. Collectors admire coins that appear almost untouched by time, coins that glow under light with fiery highlights and clean surfaces. In high mint state grades, these nickels can show full steps on Monticello, which means the steps at the base of the building are clearly defined and uninterrupted. Full steps examples are highly demanded because they indicate a strong strike and exceptional preservation. When you combine D mint mark, full steps detail, blazing red toning, and near perfect surfaces, you create a coin that stands above ordinary circulation pieces and enters the world of premium collectibles. Although millions of 1964 D nickels were produced, rarity in coin collecting is not only about mintage numbers, it is about condition and eye appeal. Most of these nickels entered circulation and were used for decades. They suffered scratches, dullness, and wear. Finding one today in red color mint state condition is a different story, especially with full steps and minimal contact marks. Top graded examples certified by professional grading services can command impressive attention at auction. Serious collectors compete for the finest known pieces, and when bidding wars begin, the value can rise dramatically. The market has shown strong enthusiasm for superb gem examples and coins with unique toning patterns. This is where the phrase hidden treasure becomes reality, because an ordinary 5-cent coin can transform into a prize worth $500,000 depending on grade and eye appeal. The current auction market for high-grade 1964 D Jefferson nickels shows remarkable strength. Coins graded MS66, MS67, and especially those with full steps designation have achieved eye-opening prices. Premium red-toned examples with exceptional surfaces can reach into the $600,000s when collectors recognize their uniqueness. Auction platforms and major coin shows have recorded strong sales where determined buyers push prices higher in pursuit of registry quality pieces. The demand is driven by collectors building top-ranking sets who need the best possible example of each date and mint mark. In this competitive environment, the finest 1964 D nickels stand out as key condition rarities. While circulated pieces remain common, elite mint state coins are treated like crown jewels in advanced collections. The difference between a worn coin and a superb gem can mean the difference between face value and a four-figure result. Another powerful factor driving demand is the historical context of 1964. It was the final year before major changes in United States coinage composition for other denominations due to rising silver prices. Collectors often associate 1964 coins with the end of an era. Even though nickels remained copper-nickel alloy, the year carries nostalgic and historical appeal. Many collectors focus on 1964 dated coins across denominations, which adds additional interest to the 1964 D Jefferson nickel. When you combine history, mint mark significance, condition rarity, and strong registry competition, you get a coin that enjoys lasting popularity and growing demand among both new and experienced numismatists. For collectors who dream of finding or investing in a 1964 D nickel in red color condition, there are important strategies to follow. Always examine coins under proper lighting, rotate them gently to observe luster and surface quality. Pay attention to the steps on Monticello because full steps can dramatically increase desirability. Consider professional grading for high-quality examples because certified coins often bring stronger prices in the market. Store coins carefully in protective holders to preserve their condition and avoid fingerprints or environmental damage. Patience and knowledge are your greatest tools because the market rewards quality and originality. When you focus on eye appeal and preservation, you position yourself for potential success in the competitive world of rare coin collecting. The beauty of this coin lies in its transformation from everyday currency into a collector's prize. Imagine someone decades ago receiving this nickel in change, placing it in a drawer, and unknowingly preserving a future gem. Today, that same coin in exceptional red condition could attract serious offers at auction. Stories like these fuel the passion of collectors worldwide. They remind us that treasure hunting is not only about ancient artifacts but also about modern coins hiding in plain sight. The 1964 Jefferson nickel proves that even a 5-cent piece can carry prestige when quality and demand align perfectly. Collectors across the globe continue to search bankrolls, estate collections, and old coin jars, hoping to discover a high-grade 1964 example. The thrill of the hunt adds excitement to the hobby and keeps demand alive. Coin shows often feature dealers showcasing brilliant mint-state nickels under bright lights where their luster sparkles and attracts attention. Online auctions create competitive environments where top-graded coins achieve headline-worthy results. As registry set competition intensifies, the finest-known examples become even more desirable. This ongoing enthusiasm ensures that premium quality 1964 Jefferson nickels maintain a strong and respected position in the marketplace. When discussing value, it is important to understand that condition is everything. A circulated 1964 nickel may trade for a modest premium, yet a superb gem with full steps and vibrant red toning can command $600,000. Collectors are willing to pay for perfection. They appreciate originality, strong strikes, and eye-catching surfaces. The difference between average and extraordinary can be dramatic. This is why education and careful examination matter so much. Knowledge transforms ordinary change into potential opportunity, and awareness allows collectors to recognize when they are holding something truly special. The 1964 Monticello Jefferson nickel stands as a symbol of how passion and preservation create value. It connects us to American history, to the legacy of Thomas Jefferson, and to the artistry of coin design that has endured for decades. It reminds us that the smallest denominations can carry significant importance in the collecting community. Its red color brilliance, strong Denver mint identity, and high-grade scarcity elevate it beyond common perception. In today's auction market, it enjoys strong demand and positive momentum, and collectors continue to celebrate it as a standout issue in the Jefferson nickel series. Next up, the legendary 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel with mint mark in stunning red color condition. A coin that collectors are chasing with passion and serious money. This is not just another pocket change coin, this is a symbol of history, rarity, and rising demand in today's auction market where prices are climbing higher every year. So stay with me as we uncover the history to understand the power of the 1962 Jefferson nickel with mint mark. We must go back to its roots. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938 when it replaced the Buffalo nickel. The design was created by Felix Schlag and features a strong portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his historic home Monticello on the reverse. By 1962, the coin was being produced during a time of economic growth in the United States, and the Denver Mint played a major role in supplying coinage for circulation. The mint mark under Monticello represents the Denver facility, which has long been known for producing high-quality coins with strong strikes and sharp details. During the early 1960s, America was experiencing cultural change and industrial expansion, and coins like the 1962 nickel became silent witnesses to that vibrant era. What makes this year so interesting is that collectors today are recognizing how well-preserved examples from Denver stand out, especially those that have maintained an unusual bright red tone that gives the coin an almost glowing appearance. Now let us talk about the unique features that make the 1962 Jefferson nickel so desirable. First is the mint mark itself. The small but powerful D located to the right of Monticello on the reverse immediately identifies it as a Denver Mint issue. Collectors pay close attention to the sharpness of the strike on Jefferson hair details, the clarity of the steps on Monticello, and the strength of the lettering. Full step examples where all steps of Monticello are clearly visible are considered premium quality and command impressive prices. Another fascinating aspect is the red color condition. Although nickels are primarily composed of copper and nickel alloy and do not naturally display the same red brilliance as copper cents, some high-grade examples with exceptional luster and original mint brilliance can appear with a warm reddish glow due to toning and lighting. These eye-appealing coins stand out dramatically in auctions because collectors value originality and attractive surfaces. When a 1962 nickel shows strong luster, minimal contact marks, and a glowing surface, it instantly becomes a centerpiece coin. Rarity plays a powerful role in the demand for this coin. While millions were minted in 1962 at Denver, very few have survived in pristine high mint state condition, especially with full steps and vibrant original color. over the decades many nickels were spent, scratched, cleaned or damaged, leaving only a limited number in superb condition. Grading services such as PCGS and NGC have certified only a small population in the highest grades like MS66, MS67, and above with full steps designation, and it is within these elite grades that the real money is found. Collectors who are building registry sets compete fiercely for the best-known examples. This competition drives auction prices into the $400,000s, sometimes far beyond expectations. The coin that once had a face value of just 5 cents can suddenly command bids that reflect its rarity, preservation, and visual appeal. In today's auction market, the excitement around high-grade 1962D Jefferson nickels is undeniable. Premium certified examples with full steps and exceptional eye appeal have reached prices in the $680,000s, especially when two determined collectors battle for ownership. Auction platforms showcase these coins with professional photography that highlights their blazing luster and razor-sharp details, and bidders from across the country and even internationally place strong offers. The market trend shows that demand for top-quality modern-era coins continues to grow as new collectors enter the hobby and seasoned investors look for undervalued opportunities. The 1962D nickel stands as a powerful example of how condition rarity transforms a common date into a high-value asset. The stronger the grade and the better the steps detail, the higher the final hammer price tends to rise. Collector demand is fueled not only by rarity but also by the historical continuity of the Jefferson series. Many hobbyists aim to complete full date and mint mark sets from 1938 to modern times, and securing a superb 1962D example becomes an essential step in that journey. Registry set competitions create a positive pressure in the market because participants strive for the highest graded coins available. This healthy competition strengthens prices and keeps demand alive. When a coin is both visually stunning and technically rare in top condition, collectors see it as a long-term asset rather than a simple purchase, and that mindset pushes values upward in a steady and confident way. The red color condition adds another layer of desirability because originality is everything in numismatics. Coins that have not been cleaned or altered maintain their natural surfaces and attract premium bids. A glowing surface with strong cartwheel luster under light gives the 1962D nickel a dramatic presence, and eye appeal often makes the difference between an average sale and a record-breaking result. Collectors love coins that look fresh from the mint, and when such an example appears on the market it generates immediate attention. Social media coin communities and auction previews amplify the excitement, creating even greater demand before the bidding even begins. For collectors who are searching for this rare treasure, knowledge is the key to success. Always examine the mint mark carefully to confirm the D under Monticello. Inspect the steps on the building for full step detail, look for strong luster and minimal contact marks, and whenever possible consider certified examples from reputable grading services to ensure authenticity and accurate grade. Patience is also important because the best coins may not appear every day, but when they do the opportunity can be life-changing. Building relationships with trusted dealers and staying active in coin shows and auctions can increase your chances of finding a high-quality 1962D nickel before prices climb even higher. Another important factor to remember is long-term potential. The coin market often rewards quality over quantity. While circulated examples remain affordable, it is the top-tier specimens that capture headlines and strong returns. As more collectors recognize the value of condition rarity within the Jefferson series, the spotlight continues to shine on coins like the 1962D, and market data shows a pattern of steady appreciation for elite graded pieces. This positive momentum reflects confidence in the hobby and in the enduring appeal of classic American coinage. The story of the 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel with D mint mark is a powerful reminder that even modern coins can hold extraordinary value when preserved in exceptional condition. From its historical roots in the early 1960s to its present-day performance in high-energy auctions, this coin represents opportunity, passion, and the thrill of discovery. It proves that treasures are not always ancient or gold. Sometimes they are small silver-colored nickels hiding in collections waiting to be recognized, and when found in red color high mint state condition with full steps, they can transform from 5 cents into thousands of dollars. So next time you look through old rolls of nickels or explore a family coin jar, remember the potential hidden within a 1962D Jefferson nickel. Examine it closely, appreciate its design, and imagine the journey it has taken over more than 6 decades, because in the world of rare coins, knowledge creates opportunity and opportunity creates value. This is why the 1962 D Monticello nickel stands today as a highly demanded collectible with strong auction performance and bright future potential. Next up, the legendary Jefferson nickel featuring the iconic Monticello design, especially the 1963 issue without mint mark. Even in dirty circulated condition, this coin is creating huge excitement among collectors and investors. So before you clean your old nickels or throw them into a jar, stay with me, because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you look at your pocket change and could open the door to discovering a rare treasure hiding in plain sight. To truly understand why the 1963 Monticello Jefferson nickel without mint mark is attracting strong attention today, we must go back into history and explore its background. The Jefferson nickel series was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it was designed by Felix Schlag with the portrait of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home Monticello on the reverse. By 1963, the United States was going through an important era of economic growth and coin production was increasing rapidly. Nickels were heavily used in daily transactions and millions were struck. However, the coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint during that time did not carry a mint mark, making the 1963 no-mint mark version a classic representative of the main mint production. And while many assume large mintage means low value, experienced collectors know that condition, strike quality, and special characteristics can transform even a common date into a highly desirable collectible in today competitive market. The unique features of the 1963 Jefferson nickel without mint mark begin with its strong portrait of Thomas Jefferson facing left, the word Liberty and the date 1963 clearly visible, and on the reverse the detailed image of Monticello with 5 cents and United States of America proudly displayed. But what makes certain pieces stand out is the sharpness of the steps on Monticello, often referred to by collectors as full steps. Coins that show clear and uninterrupted steps are extremely popular and command premium prices. Even when found in circulated or dirty condition, the underlying details can remain strong, and sometimes a dirty surface simply means the coin has never been cleaned or altered, which many serious collectors actually prefer because originality is highly valued in the numismatic world. Now let us talk about rarity and collector demand. While millions of 1963 nickels were produced, not all are equal in the eyes of collectors. Coins with exceptional strike, strong luster hidden beneath toning, minimal marks, and especially those with full steps are becoming increasingly difficult to find. Over the years, many coins were heavily used, damaged, cleaned improperly, or lost, reducing the number of high-quality survivors. As demand for vintage American coinage continues to grow worldwide, collectors are searching rolls, estate collections, and bank boxes hoping to find that overlooked gem, and the 1963 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel has become a target because it represents the final years before major coinage changes of the mid-1960s, making it historically appealing and highly collectible in today's auction market. Strong examples of the 1963 Jefferson nickel without mint mark are achieving impressive results, while average circulated pieces may trade modestly. High-grade coins, and especially those certified with full steps designation, can reach into the $300,000s of dollars. Auction platforms and professional grading companies have recorded sales where pristine or nearly pristine examples shocked the market with powerful bids. Even coins that appeared dirty at first glance have surprised owners after professional evaluation, proving that surface appearance alone does not define value. The market rewards originality, sharp strike, and preservation. And when demand rises, values follow with confidence and strength. It is important to understand that dirty condition does not mean damaged condition. Many collectors actually avoid polished or clean coins because cleaning removes natural toning and can reduce long-term value. A naturally aged 1963 nickel with honest circulation wear can still hold strong collector interest, especially if the details remain bold and the steps of Monticello are visible. In fact, some of the most exciting discoveries come from old jars, drawers, and inherited collections where coins have rested untouched for decades. Patience and knowledge are key, and sometimes what looks ordinary can turn out to be extraordinary once examined closely under proper lighting and magnification. The 1963 Jefferson nickel without mint mark also holds emotional and historical value. Minted during a significant year in American history, It connects collectors to the era of President John F. Kennedy and a time of transformation in the United States. Coins are small pieces of history that travel through countless hands, and owning a well-preserved example is like holding a fragment of the past. This historical connection adds another layer of demand because collectors are not only buying metal, they are investing in stories, heritage, and tangible memories that cannot be recreated. As the global coin collecting community continues to expand through online auctions, social media, and international trade, the spotlight on classic American coins like the 1963 Jefferson nickel grows stronger. Collectors from different countries are competing for high-quality examples, and when competition increases, prices respond accordingly. This is why even a 5-cent coin can become a valuable asset in the right condition. The combination of age, design beauty, strike quality, and market demand creates a powerful formula that drives strong auction performance and keeps interest alive year after year. For collectors and viewers who want to benefit from this opportunity, there are important tips to remember. Always examine the coin carefully under magnification. Focus on the clarity of the steps on Monticello. Check for strong details in Jefferson portrait. Avoid cleaning the coin because originality protects value. Consider professional grading if the coin appears high grade or sharply struck. Store coins in proper holders to prevent further wear. And most importantly, keep searching through bankrolls and old collections because treasures are still being discovered every day. Knowledge combined with patience can transform a simple search into an exciting and profitable journey. Another powerful factor supporting the demand for the 1963 no-mint mark nickel is the steady interest in complete Jefferson nickel sets. Many collectors aim to build full date and mint mark collections in high grade, and finding a strong 1963 Philadelphia issue with beautiful surfaces and full steps can be challenging. As registry set competition grows among advanced collectors, premium quality coins become even more valuable, driving auction prices higher and reinforcing the coin status as a sought-after collectible rather than just ordinary pocket change. When we look at the broader perspective of coin investment, small denomination coins often provide affordable entry points with strong upside potential. The 1963 Jefferson nickel represents exactly that opportunity. It is accessible enough to be found in circulation or old holdings, yet rare enough in top condition to command $200,000s. This balance creates excitement and keeps collectors motivated, and in today's dynamic auction environment where rare certified examples attract aggressive bidding, the spotlight on this classic 5-cent piece shines brighter than ever. So next time you come across a 1963 Monticello Jefferson nickel without mint mark, even if it appears dirty, do not underestimate its potential. Examine it carefully, appreciate its history, and recognize the growing collector demand surrounding this issue. Coins like this remind us that value is not always obvious at first glance. Sometimes it hides beneath natural toning and years of circulation, waiting for a knowledgeable eye to recognize it. Next up, the Jefferson nickel from 1942, specifically the Monticello Jefferson nickel 5 1942 without mint mark in dirty condition that has shocked collectors and investors in today's action market with huge and big value in dollars. Many people ignore old nickels because they look common, worn, or dirty, yet inside the dark surface can hide a story of war, metal change. To understand why the 1942 Monticello Jefferson nickel is so important, we must travel back to a dramatic time in American history. The year 1942 marked the early period of World War II when the United States needed critical metals for military production. The United States Mint faced a challenge because nickel metal was required for armor plating and war equipment. This forced a historic composition change in late 1942 when so-called war nickels were introduced containing silver. Yet the early 1942 nickels without mint mark and without the large wartime mint mark above Monticello represent the final moment of the traditional copper-nickel alloy before the wartime transition. This historical turning point gives the 1942 no-mint mark Monticello nickel a special identity because it connects two eras, pre-war metal tradition and wartime emergency change. Collectors love transitional years, and 1942 stands as a bridge year, which always increases long-term interest and demand. When we examine the unique features of the 1942 Jefferson nickel without mint mark, we see the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag, whose artistic style brought a clean and strong profile to American coinage. On the reverse, we see the iconic image of Monticello, Jefferson home in Virginia, with detailed steps, columns, and architectural balance that symbolize stability and democracy. The no mint mark version from Philadelphia carries a traditional small mint mark position, meaning none appears for standard production, which makes collectors carefully study the reverse to confirm it is not the later large mint mark silver war issue. The subtle distinction between early 1942 regular alloy coins and late 1942 silver alloy coins adds excitement because identification requires knowledge, attention, and expertise. And when a collector discovers an early 1942 example in original dirty condition, it often signals authenticity and untouched surfaces that advanced buyers actually appreciate. Now, many people think dirty condition means low value, but in the world of rare coins, original surfaces, even if dark, toned, or covered in natural grime, can be highly desirable because cleaning destroys value. A 1942 Monticello Jefferson nickel without mint mark in dirty condition may actually preserve its originality, and originality is king in numismatics. Collectors prefer coins that have not been polished or altered, because natural patina tells the story of age, circulation, and honest survival. When such a coin still shows strong details in Jefferson hair, cheek, and Monticello steps even under dirt, experts see potential. Grading services often reward coins that maintain structural detail despite surface darkness, and in today's action market, originality drives bidding wars, especially when eye appeal remains strong under natural toning. Rarity plays a major role in pushing this coin into highly demanded status. Although millions were minted in 1942, survival in high grade or original condition is far lower today. Many coins were heavily circulated during wartime economy. Many were lost, melted, or damaged over decades, and collectors now search aggressively for strong examples. The early 1942 no mint mark pieces represent a specific production window before composition change, making them a specialized target within the series, and specialists in Jefferson nickels focus strongly on key transitional dates. Registries set collectors compete for finest graded examples, and whenever competition increases, prices naturally rise. Auction houses have recorded impressive sales for premium 1942 no mint mark nickels, especially those certified in higher mint state grades, and even circulated but original coins can command surprising figures when demand peaks in the current market environment. Rare coin investment has grown rapidly. Collectors and investors seek tangible historical assets, and early 1940s United States coinage remains a favorite category. The 1942 Monticello Jefferson nickel without mint mark has seen renewed attention because social media, coin channels, and auction highlights have brought awareness to transitional year nickels. Strong mint state examples have reached into $700,000 depending on grade, luster, strike quality, and eye appeal, and even mid-grade circulated coins with sharp details can sell for strong three-figure amounts. When condition approaches gem levels, prices can move dramatically higher, especially when certified by top grading companies. Market momentum often builds when collectors realize supply is limited compared to demand, creating competitive bidding that lifts final hammer prices well beyond expectations. Condition remains the biggest value driver. Collectors evaluate strike sharpness on Monticello steps, clarity of lettering, fullness of Jefferson portrait, surface preservation, and absence of heavy scratches. A dirty but unclean coin with full steps detail can outperform a cleaned, brighter coin. This surprises beginners but excites experienced numismatists because originality signals long-term value stability. Grading scales from circulated to mint state determine pricing tiers, and small jumps in grade can mean large jumps in dollar value, which is why careful storage, professional grading, and proper authentication are essential for anyone who believes they own a strong 1942 no mint mark example. When placed in a certified holder, investor confidence increases and resale potential expands significantly. Collector demand for Jefferson nickels has grown as more people complete full date and mint sets. The 1942 year holds a special place because it represents both standard and wartime silver varieties. Set builders need the early no mint mark copper nickel version to complete accurate historical representation. This steady baseline demand keeps the coin relevant, while high grade registry competition adds premium pressure at the top end of the market. As more collectors enter the hobby globally, especially through online auctions, competition expands beyond local coin shops into worldwide bidding platforms. which strengthens pricing trends and builds recognition for key dates like the 1942 no-mint mark Monticello nickel. For collectors who believe they may have this coin, there are powerful tips to follow. Always examine the reverse carefully to confirm absence of the large wartime mint mark above Monticello. Check weight to ensure it matches the standard copper-nickel alloy rather than silver war composition. Never clean the coin even. If it appears dirty because cleaning reduces value dramatically, store the coin in a protective holder away from moisture. Consider professional grading if details appear strong and surfaces original. Research recent auction results to understand realistic market range, and stay patient because rare coins reward long-term holders who understand timing and demand cycles. Knowledge transforms ordinary pocket change into serious collectible potential. The excitement surrounding the 1942 Monticello Jefferson nickel without mint mark continues to grow because it represents history, transition, artistry, and investment potential all combined in a small 5-cent piece. What once purchased simple goods in wartime America can now command $700,000s in the right condition. This transformation from everyday currency to collectible treasure defines the magic of numismatics. Collectors feel connected to the past while building financial opportunity for the future, and when you hold this coin, you are holding a moment when America adjusted its metal resources for global conflict, making each surviving piece a silent witness to history. Today, action market energy shows that classic United States coinage remains strong, especially transitional dates with historical significance. The 1942 no-mint mark Monticello nickel stands proudly among these sought-after pieces. Its value driven by originality, condition, scarcity, and high grades and constant collector demand. Even a dirty example should never be underestimated because beneath the dark surface could lie sharp untouched detail that excites serious buyers. Always inspect your change, old jars, and inherited collections because hidden gems still appear. And many success stories begin with someone noticing an unusual old nickel and choosing to research before spending it. In conclusion, the Monticello Jefferson Nickel 5 1942 without mint mark in dirty condition is not just a simple coin, it is a historical bridge between pre-war alloy and wartime silver era, a collectible with growing demand, a potential investment reaching into thousands of dollars when preserved in strong grade, and a reminder that small denominations can carry big stories and even bigger market value. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep believing that rare treasures are still waiting to be discovered. Thank you for watching Old Coins News PK. If you enjoyed this rare script, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave your valuable comments below and tell us if you have ever found a 1942 Jefferson nickel in your collection. Your next discovery could be the one that changes everything. Thanks for watching and see you in the next exciting rare coin episode.